What up, y'all? Back at you again. It's Westside Relevant.
Westside 100.
And this is Westside Winning and Living. You know, and we're going to give you a little bit right now. You know, this one right here is about unity in the community.
Yes.
Unity in the community. What are we talking about?
Right.
Can we get ahead without unity?
No.
But what's the problem in the community?
Just unity.
Because nobody understands. And everybody feels like they don't understand.
Right.
So we got this, everybody wants to be by themselves, and I'm gonna move by myself. Nobody's linking and coming together no more.
Right.
But I want y'all to understand that's fear. That's hurt. That's pain. Nobody came and said, nigga, the white man ain't gonna say, I'm sorry for slavery.
No.
You know, and so I'm just saying we have to acknowledge each other.
Right.
We have to heal each other. You know what I'm saying? We're walking around with a bunch of hurt. We're walking around from broken families. We're walking around from not knowing how to treat women. And everything is coming from hurt. And in order for us to change our stance, we must emotionally advance. And you guys think of emotion possibly as something soft, but it takes strength to have, to come to somebody and say, you know what, I love you, man.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to hurt you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I understand what you go through on a daily basis.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm here to build with you. I love you.
Yeah, that's solid right there. So, that's what we want to talk about today. Is how do we build that?
Okay.
And so, where do you think that starts at?
I think it starts with a acknowledgement that hurt is there, or that you have something you got to work on, and then it's about setting forth to yourself to start working on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Seeing where it takes effect at inside of you.
Yeah. You know, the thing that's interesting is I had a friend telling me that there's some research, and I want to look further into this, but it's that trauma can be passed down genetically.
That's right. I heard that.
Yeah.
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 So if that's the case,
right,
we're dealing with at least 5 generations of trauma.
Right.
In our DNA.
Right. And 5 generations ago there was slavery.
So how do you touch some shit that's in your DNA? We got to give them something.
Right.
They're looking at us to get something.
No, and you got to get that out of you, because you're going to continue to pass that down.
Right. You are.
Yeah.
You are.
Yeah, because it's going to be in your gene for another 5 generations.
How can you get that out? You think that's possible?
Well, yeah, it's all psychology. It is. So, I mean, some of it might be nature, but a lot of it's nurtured. The majority of it is nurtured.
You learn fear from your mama.
Right.
So, then niggas don't have daddies to.
So I think the self-healing can be nurtured. And then you pass that down. You raise your children to self-heal.
Through your DNA.
Through your DNA. But also through your nurture.
Okay.
And you're nurturing of other folks in the community.
All right, so how do we, because a lot of us, or a lot of people, are scared of the people in the community. They see them as the enemy, and they somebody that's trying to get over on them.
Right.
How do we step past that?
Yeah, well, trust isn't built overnight. I think, it's got to start off small. And, one thing we got to get out of is you can say hi to somebody when you walk past them on the street. You ain't gotta stop and have a full long conversation with them.
Right. Absolutely.
But you can say hi.
Yeah.
You can acknowledge somebody exists.
Yes.
Because that's where I think it starts.
Yeah.
Is acting like people don't exist. Tripping on somebody just because they looked at you.
Just that little quick exchange of acknowledgement.
Right.
Is a start.
Yeah.
That's brilliant, man.
Yeah. So like I do that at work actually, I'm saying hi to everybody that walk past the job, and and I have to stand outside, and I started doing it on my own. I was just like, I'm at the job first, so I'm gonna welcome everybody that come in.
Yeah.
And then I started doing it with them, and a few of them was driving like, yo, this dude tripping or whatever, like, and they thought it would die off, and it didn't. I just stayed strong with it.
They thought you was crazy.
Yeah, a lot of them did, but eventually they reflected that response. They started,
probably somebody started looking for you to do it.
So they look forward to it. Like,
exactly.
Like in fact, like when I wasn't there, because I had a day off, whatever,
right?
They would miss it, and it's a trick because also I started doing it with the people in the neighborhood that just walk past, and I got the same response from them.
That's right. That's right.
And now, like some of them, they come up to me, they talk to me, and like I just had this old dude, like he gave me like a book of coupons. This old woman, she gave me some food.
So what you're saying is value in that.
Oh, it's a lot of value, but it's also safety. Like knowing your neighbors, those are safe havens. Those are places that, people that are going to have your back. These are, I was talking to my cousin about it the other day, like, if you ever get in serious trouble and you need to select a jury of your peers are your neighbors. These are the people that are going to vouch for you. Say, like, your character. I know this guy.
Character.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. So, you know what? That's a good point, man. The first time I got exposed to that, I was down south in Arkansas, and it was for a family reunion, and we're driving through these rural streets, and folks sitting on their porch or whatever, and they'd wave, and I'd be like, are they waving at us? But after about 3 houses, I'm like, they are waving at us. Why are they doing that? You know what I'm saying? And I do it now.
Right.
But then I was like 19. It was such a weird, culture shock.
Yeah.
Coming from the city. But that's, nigga.
Yeah. No, seriously. Like, like if somebody had a problem with me, they could just make friends with my neighbors and just be posted up next door. Because I didn't make that friendship first.
If they had a problem with you, they could,
if I never met any of my neighbors, never talked to them, just alienated them, well, they could say, well, I'm going to befriend his neighbors because I'm trying to get close to him.
So let's go here.
Right.
Number one, there's a wealth of knowledge in each person. Let's appreciate that.
Right.
We all are a world within ourselves. And when you talk to somebody, you find out so much. Your game advances.
Yes.
Yes. That's one thing. But now, so that's appreciating human life.
People are resources. Having when you run out of your own resources that you've earned, money, food, whatever, that's when you can rely on the people that care about you
to look out for you.
People that have connections that can say, oh yeah, I could get you a job over there.
So there's value in the people.
Right. Yeah.
You can listen to their stories as well and learn something.
Right.
You ain't got to go through it. So that's one. But now, how do we get out of our smaller selves to extend that arm? Because, it takes courage.
It takes courage.
All right. Yeah, all right. Yeah. Now we're talking about courage.
Right.
So how do we build courage?
Well, it starts with effort, small steps. Yeah, we don't. It takes a point to where if I'm about to go swimming, I just climb up the diving board on the high dive and jump off. Like nobody starts off like that, right? They start off sitting on the steps in the shallow end. So it's like that with courage.
What's something that somebody could do? One thing that maybe they could practice on and kind of build up self-esteem. Because when you appreciate yourself,
right,
you can then find appreciation in others. And that's the problem. A lot of folks don't appreciate themselves,
Right.
And then it goes back to what we were talking about, because they're so torn down and things that they see in the media and things that they hear on music, nobody has any value anymore.
Right. Right. And you know what?
So they don't care about your life because they don't even care about theirs.
No. And talking to people in person is not like, chatting with strangers on Twitter. It's nothing like that.
So you're saying that we got to kind of get out of that digital shit and kind of get back to the one-on-one?
Yeah, we do.
I agree.
We do.
I agree.
We do. Like, I hate going to a place with a room full of people and everybody on their phone.
Isn't that simple?
Ain't no one talking to the person right next to them. Yeah.
Well, they knew what they
even
were
if they
doing.
went to hang out with those people.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, like, I don't think anybody will watch this channel or this show if me and him was just sitting here on our phone right now. We're not talking to each other. We're not talking to you. Like, it just wouldn't even work. That'd be so unentertaining.
Well, since we're talking about media, and we're talking about this because we want to give you the game, I want you to understand exactly how they're breaking you down and coming at you. The content in these reality shows is so empty. It really is. Motherfuckers meeting at a spot and somebody talked about somebody and start a fight. You know what I'm saying?
Gossip.
It's stupid. You're not even getting game anymore.
No.
And what it comes from is folks are lazy. You look at an old school 30s movie. Even though it looks old, even though you ain't
There's
got
a lot of game.
It's game. Like, I can't believe this nigga's acting.
Yeah.
It seems like this motherfucker is just, this is him every day,
Right.
And so, when people from the 80s or people that was born in the 70s or anything before, like, after Pac died, it's like, it's not game infested no more.
Right.
And so you might seem like a hater talking about, man, this shit is whack. But you're not hating. It is whack.
Yeah.
It might be the shit to them because that's all they know. But this is how they take your soul. This is how they take your soul from you. They're not giving you anything. It's all lifeless.
No substance.
That's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, if I asked you the question, if I had to answer the question though, I would say seek substance.
It's got to have a moral, like any type of form of entertainment is supposed to be telling a story. And so when somebody asks you what's the moral of the story, and you ain't got an answer, well, then you just wasted everyone's time.
Wasting time.
Right. Yeah.
I love you. Hey, y'all, this is Frankie. Hey, what's up? What's up, Frankie?
And that's part of why me and him came together to give y'all Westside Winning and Living.
Right.
was to give you some type of substance.
Right. Yeah. And dialogue.
Right.
Heart-to-heart dialogue. Start the conversation.
Yeah. And we need y'all feedback. We need y'all, to write us. We're gonna post our emails at the bottom. You can also leave the comments on YouTube.
What do you want from us? We're here to give you 110% of our heart, our mind, and our soul.
Right.
This is our contribution.
Yes.
To a winning life. It's Westside because that's where we from.
Right.
We from the Pac era. You know what I'm saying? That was a battle cry, nigga.
Right.
Westside.
That's right.
And
Westside Connection.
You know what I'm saying? And in LA, it's divided with gangs. And then you even have the Latinos and other shit. But Westside is the one thing we come over, man, and that's us against the world. Because we know shit started in the East on this hip hop shit.
Right.
And we've been bastardized for a long time. But DJ Quick, nigga, the Damu Riders, Nationwide Rip Ride, all that shit that came from the funk.
Right.
Roger and Zapp and all of that shit, low riding, bike riding, Crenshaw. That's our culture.
Yes.
So when we say Westside Winning and Living, where's the sunset?
On the west.
So, it goes all the way around.
It travels west. the sun.
gather game
No matter
from
where
every
you at
region,
in the
but it
world.
comes in sets right here.
Yeah.
So that means we gonna put it down.
That's right.
We gonna put it down. A period on that shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got all kind of OGs that we've learned from, and so me and Herman, we grew up in a unique community in LA where it's a black community and the gang violence isn't as turned up as the rest of LA.
Other areas.
Yeah, and we got a lot of upper middle class black folks that really made it and did something with themselves. And they got a lot of game, a lot of knowledge, and wisdom. So I've met a family that used to house Rosa Parks.
Wow.
They used to keep Rosa Parks at their house.
Wow.
Okay.
That's wild.
Yeah. We had one of Martin Luther King's daughters that lived in the neighborhood.
Okay.
So
you could go there. That's
yeah. We can go there. Ray Charles used to live in our neighborhood.
I used to date his granddaughter.
Yeah.
What's up, Aaron? Look, the cold part about it, man. Another thing is the importance of travel.
Right.
A lot of those folks, because they are middle type of class, they have been world traveled.
Yeah.
And when you do that and see something other than what you see every day,
right.
Yo, man, it opens your world up.
Yeah, and you got to get off the block, like.
Gotta get up. You just go to the beach, man.
There's a part of LA, Hawthorne. It's part of LA County. It's its own city, Hawthorne City. And there's cats out there that I met that didn't know where LA was. They live right next to LA Airport.
Are you serious?
LA International Airport, LAX. They live right there. And they talking about, I didn't know how to get to LA for the longest. You in LA County, you know that, right?
Were these people what's wrong?
But they never left the block.
Why?
Exactly. That's a good
crazy
question.
All right, man.
Why haven't you left the block?
When you fuck with me and you fuck with B, yeah, we're gonna take you off the plantation.
Yes.
And even if you in the White House, you're gonna get another situation.
Right.
This is rehabilitation. I'm not even gonna start rhyming right now, but yeah, that's real.
That's another segment.
Yeah, already.
Yeah.
But man, look here. We just want to drop that on you real quick. Love each other, appreciate each other. Everybody has a story to talk about.
Yeah.
And it's game and value in every situation, but we got to be open in sharing that.
Right.
And in doing that, that means we have to be strong internally. So say your prayers, not to the white man, not to white Jesus, but to what you feel spiritually. And do it consistently. Whatever it might be. If shit, fanning yourself, and if you feel it, you know it. It's about the heart.
Right.
And do that and build that, set that discipline for yourself. That's going to mold an appreciation. And you'll be able to recognize that within other people, and you'll be able to appreciate them instantly. Because game recognizes game.
Right.
And that's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Last words.
Yeah, we all have the same inherent potential to become the best versions of ourselves. And there's nothing else we need to compete with but who we were yesterday. And so, you want to believe in yourself to be the best, not in no arrogant way of, you better than everyone else, but you the best that you can be. And so, this is Westside 111. We out.
Westside.